Randall here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, comment, share the video. We're all from somewhere. Family, neighborhood, city, state, church, synagogue, mosque. There's always many things that are going to influence who we become. In most, if not all cases, your response is going to dictate how this affects you. Take me, for instance. I'm from a large family in the inner city in a densely populated state that was raised going to church. How that affects me? I'm not generally concerned about some of the issues or threats that are proposed by being in a large city. I'm also used to dealing with lots of people from different cultures and backgrounds. And I like being able to get up and just do whatever I want because the option is there. This could have gone lots of different ways. For everyone that is looking at this, it has gone a million different ways. Every decision you've made has led you to who you are today, be that good or bad. So where's all this going? Victory. Claim your victory. I'm tired of looking at television or listening to the radio and only hearing about all of the issues, how many ways I should be a victim, how many ways I should be offended. It's tiring, it's depressing. It can't help you psychologically, it can't help you physically. All it does is divide. I mean, what is better now that we have so many different quote unquote interest groups than we once had? I mean, men, women, gay, straight, black, white, brown, Asian. Has anything gotten better that we keep segmenting ourselves down to smaller and smaller groups? We're currently going out of our way to forget the dream that MLK taught, that you wouldn't be judged by the color of your skin, but by the content of your character. That's what I was raised on. Stop letting superficial things stand in the way of you and your victory, what you can become, who you can inspire. Like a rose growing in the concrete is a story I've heard many times. I'm sure everyone else has. But if the rose grew in the concrete, would it still be a rose? Yes. Would that rose be different than the other roses? Yes. But are you going to complain it's not the right color or it's not the right texture, that it's too thick or too thin? No. You're going to look at it because you're going to be impressed that that rose grew through the concrete. Guess what else that means? That rose has a different story, a different origin. And with that different story and different origin, you probably have a stronger rose. What I mean by saying that is, life is struggle. We all have struggles. How you manage your struggles will determine the person you become. Now it's a good time to like and subscribe, share the video, or tell a friend. We're all in this together. Working together, we can succeed. So why do we let other people write our stories for us? It's probably not much in it for us. It's going to fit their goals and their aspirations. But in the big picture, how does it help us? No group is a monolith. So don't let other people sit there and dictate with their hate and animus how you react. They're using those emotions against you because they understand exactly what they want. And they know you may have some similar beliefs. But in letting them use you, you're losing your victory. Don't spend so much time critiquing the past that you miss your blessing coming in the future. You can't drive safely staring at the rear view, nor can you lead your life being healthy and safe if you're always looking at what happened. You remember what happened, but you don't look to what could happen. How can you change the future with just an action today? I want what's best for our country. All this division and isolationism can't be what's best. With Black Lives Matter and the Proud Boys and Antifa and white supremacists, they're not here to help the country. All four of those groups are actively hurting the unification of our country. Guess what? Not that long ago, I never thought about race when I interacted with people. Never came up, never was a topic of conversation. I have friends of many races, ethnicities, religions, but we all got along because we understand that we're friends. We have shared common interests. Now, do we have things that are different? Yes, I just said that they're different ethnicities, they're different religions. Does that mean we can't get along? No. But if we spend all of our time just talking about the things that we didn't have in common, That maybe we don't notice that we both like a football team or read comic books. Maybe we don't realize that we both like some type of art or hip hop or jazz, classical. It doesn't matter. What matters is understanding that you probably have more in common with your fellow citizen than you have difference. Because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean that they're evil or they don't want what's best for the country. If anything, it may just mean there's a different approach. They have a different idea to get to probably a similar goal. When I was growing up, I was taught that I can be whatever I want. Truly, I believe it. My parents taught me that. They gave me no reason not to believe it. They did tell me it may be harder, it may be more difficult, but you can do it. So I went out into the world and decided the things I wanted to do, and I accomplished many of my goals. Not all. I'm not old enough to accomplish all my goals yet. But I was able to accomplish them based on the belief that it could happen. Again, today we're moving away from MLK's dream. We've seen the impact of racism being taught and how it has no benefit anywhere. So why are we allowing it to be reintroduced as a new idea? I was recently speaking to a wise older woman, and she was talking about how she loved watching Andy Griffith as a child. Her and her siblings would gather around the small black and white television and watch the show and enjoy themselves. She said she never noticed that she didn't see anyone black on the show. I asked her, did it ever matter? She said, no. And that's what I mean. Guess what? There's a first for everything. Just because you don't see someone that looks like you or represents you, quote unquote, in a space that you want to enter, doesn't mean it can't be done. Hey, there's a first for everything. Maybe that's your victory. Maybe you being the first will inspire others. Once you believe it and you start working toward it, generally, guess what's going to be the only thing that's going to stop you from achieving the goal that you set? It's what's between your ears. Claim your victory. See past others' differences and build a better future for us all. Corporal Randall, out.